Hello guys, how are you? How are you? Alright, so did you know that paper 2 has also key topics that somebody must focus on? And this is what we are doing, or this is what we are going to do together. So we're just going to look at some paper 2 key topics that each and everybody must know. So just break them down for you. I'll break them down for you. So, but before we say much about the paper 2 key topics, I would like you to confirm in the comment section if you're able to hear me. Can you hear me? And can you see what is written on the board? So we've got key points, key topics we must focus on in paper 2. So this is what we are going to do this afternoon. Okay. All right. So if you're able to see what's written on the board, thank you so much for that confirmation. All right. So there are topics that we must consider in paper 2. So let me just write them down. So number 1 topic, which you must know, it's a quadratic equation. So quadratic equation. So this is number 1. Quadratic equation does not miss. It doesn't miss in an exam. For as long as you are writing ECZ, expect a quadratic equation exam question. Okay, you people, can you hear me? Somebody's saying you can't hear me. Not clear. Okay, you can't hear my voice. Okay, let me do this. I think my mic is off. Can you hear me now? Are you now able to get me? Not clear. Are you able to get me now? Please confirm if you're able to hear me. Oh, clear. Thank you. So this quadratic equation is one of the key topics we must consider or put into consideration. Why? Because it gives us 5 marks. So remember, in paper 2, any paper 2 exam question, you are fighting for how many marks? In case you didn't know, for paper 2, it's 100 marks. Paper 2, it's 100 marks. So you need 100 marks for this, or the entire question paper contains the total of 100 marks. So this quadratic equation will of course give you 5 marks. Okay, so that's a quadratic equation. It will give you 5 marks. So you just have to know how to do the quadratic equation solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So let me just give you an example of a question that came in 2023. So work it out together. So I'll be doing this. I give you the topic that you must consider. I give you the number of marks that are involved in that question. And thereafter, we try to solve one exam question and see how we're supposed to do it. So under this quadratic equation in 2023, the question came like this. Solve the equation. So solve the equation 3x power 2 plus 13x minus 7 is equal to 0. Giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So this is how the question was asked. Okay? And the most important part is that you are not specified or you are not restricted which method to use. You can either use quadratic formula, you can either use completing the square method, whichever. But in this video, I'll just show you on how to use quadratic formula. So for the quadratic formula, it looks like this. X is equal to negative b plus or minus square root over b squared minus 4ac. So if you're writing your GCE, consider these 5 marks as free marks for you. Okay? These 5 marks, they are free marks for you because I'm going to show you how you're supposed to work it out. So now, the standard form of the quadratic equation looks like this. We've got a x power 2 plus b x plus a c is equal to a 0. This is the standard form. So whichever quadratic equation you are given, check, is it written in this form? Yes, it's in this form. We have a 0 to one side of the equation. So if there is a 0, we'll just go direct to solving. If this 7 was this side, we use the laws of mathematics, bringing it this side. But the way it is, it's in standard form. We shall just say this is our A, this is our B, and our C. So after knowing those, we get them and plug them in the formula. So that will be a negative. You see this negative? Our B is a 13 plus or minus square root over 13 squared there minus 4. Our A is a 3. Our B is a negative 7 over 2. Our A is a 3, like that. And this is what we have right now. Okay? So we've put it in the standard form. I mean, we've plugged it in the formula. So it's just to simplify. Negative 13 plus or minus. Here it's 169 minus. You work out what is inside the brackets there. So that is 3 times, 4 times 3. That's a 12 times negative 7. That's 84. So we're getting a negative 84. For this times this times this, negative 84. Remember to put it inside the brackets because you've got a negative sign here. So when we simplify here, we're of course getting something like this, and inside the brackets here it will be 169 plus 84 over a 6. So from this stage, we shall have negative 13 plus or minus square root over 169 plus 84. We're getting a 253 over a 6. Is everybody okay up to here? Is everybody, because once you reach that stage where I am at, you are good to go. So is everybody okay up to where we've reached right now? Are we all okay? Okay, Indonesia is watching. Thank you so much. Everybody's okay. Cool. Let's do this. So now from this step, let me just erase. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to remove this and say, okay, say equal to, because we're at this point, 13 plus or minus square root of 253 over a 6. So here it will be negative 3 plus square root over 253 over 6, or negative 13 plus, minus. Now look at this. Here we've got plus or minus. So here it will be plus. The next one will of course be a minus 253 over a 6. So there you can punch on your calculator negative 13 plus root of 253. This, of course, is giving us a 2.0597371 divide by 6. So when you divide by 6, we're getting a 0.48. This is our answer. I've written the final answer in 2 decimal places according to the instruction in the question. So it's supposed to be in 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places, 2 dp. That's it. The next one here, we should say is negative 13 minus square root of 250 to 253. It's giving us a negative 28.90597372 over a 6. So when we divide by a 6, our answer in 2 dp, it's a negative 4.82. 2 dp, 2 decimal places. So those are the 2 solutions for this quadratic equation. Hopefully you guys have gotten 1 or 2 things out of it. Please repeat from the second last. Which one is second last? Second last, is it here? So what I did was, I just punched on my calculator, negative 13 plus square root of 253. 253. Just punch on your calculator. This is what you are getting. So when you get this, divide by 6, you're going to get this, of course. Actually, what we're getting here, when we say, when we work out what is here, we divide by a 3. You see this value, we divide by a 6. We are getting a 0.484328953. But writing your answer in 2 decimal places according to the statement or the instruction given in an exam question here, it's going to be a 0.48 in 2 decimal places. The same applies to this, just like that. Okay, I will come and watch later. I can't see anything on the board. You guys can't see? It's clear, sir. You guys can't see? Mr. Chilesh, you can't see anything. Is it clear, guys? You can't see anything? We can. Oh, people are able to see. Mr. Chilesh, what's happening? Maybe the network where you are, Mr. Chilesh. We can't see. It's clear. But others are saying it's clear. So that simply means it's clear. You guys, you've bought 2. I said a bottle of water. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next important topic, which you people must know. So the topics, I'm picking them randomly. The next important topic that you must know, and we don't do it mostly, it's earth geometry. So guys, earth geometry is not difficult, paper 2. So let me write it here and see the number of marks under earth geometry. You get at least 6 marks for earth geometry. So let me write the question. The question looks like this. And remember, I'm picking topics randomly. So we've got a globe like this. Okay? And here it goes like that. Like that. Here it's like that. So if at all you've not done this topic where you're learning or doing the tuitions from, please take advantage of this, because what we're doing right now is something which can help you if you are that person who wasn't been studying, but you are sitting for exams. This live broadcast will definitely help you. Okay, you will understand 1 or 2 things out of this. So I just want you to follow nicely. Earth geometry. The idea of earth geometry is just the same. You only need to know some few formulas. So this is how the globe looks like. Have I left anything? No. So the first question, they are saying find the difference in latitude between A and D. The difference in latitude, difference. So let's talk about the difference. We talk about this difference because mostly this is the first question they ask. And if you've got any exam question, you see that this is the first question they ask. Okay? I want to pay 200 kwacha for mathematics. All right, so you can get in touch with us on 0969175701. That's the number we'll be able to, or where you get guidance, or where you can make the payment through and share the screenshot. We'll add you to the classes. So the difference. So these guys, they have said find or we calculate the difference in latitude between point A and D. Now let me share something with you. The lines which are going like this, these are called latitudes. These are latitudes. While the lines which are coming like this, they are called longitudes. Okay? So whenever, it doesn't matter here, whenever they ask about difference, for difference, same sides, listen to this point, same sides, we subtract. Same sides, we do what? We subtract. Different sides, different sides, we add. Now let me make you understand what it means when we say same sides, we subtract, different sides, we add. So you see the way it is. They have said the difference in latitude. You see, this is the latitude and this is the latitude. This latitude here at point A and latitude here at point D, the difference. So when you look at where this latitude is and where this one is, can you say they are in the same direction or the same side? No, because here this latitude is 50 degrees south, this one is 50 degrees north. It means they are different. And when they are different, you do what? You add. You're going to get this number which is here and this number which is here, you add them. The name of this latitude is 50 degrees north. The name of this other latitude is 50 degrees south. So north, south, they are different. Therefore, we are going to add. If it was like this, look at this. Let me just give you an example. We are at this latitude, and let's say we call this as maybe 60 degrees north. You see the way it looks? This latitude is 60 degrees north. If I want to find the difference in latitude between point A and K, they are all north. So I'm going to subtract for me to find the difference because they are no all what? This is the north and this is also a north. So we're going to subtract. That's what it means. Same side or same direction, you subtract. Different side or different directions, you add. In our question here, they wanted us to find the difference in latitude between point A and point D. So you see point A is on latitude north, that's 50 degrees north, while D is on latitude point which is 50 degrees what? South. Therefore, we're going to add. So for us to answer question A, we just say 50 degrees plus 50 degrees, and this is giving us what? 100 degrees. So don't put the side for difference. You don't put the sides, okay? You don't put the side. Okay. Okay, so that's it, guys. It's clear. Thank you so much. I don't understand, but I wanna. Okay, let me write the question so that you see what I'm talking about. The way the question is. So here the question reads: I've been given this, and then the question is find the difference. Find the difference in latitude. Okay, between point A and D. So difference in latitude between point A and D. So the difference in latitude to be found, we're going to where A is and where D is here. So this is a difference we are finding. And when finding the difference, the principle or the rule which is here is that when these latitudes are falling on different directions, you add them. So if you see this is 50 degrees, this latitude, it's north, while this other one is south. They are different. So we're going to say 50 degrees plus the other 50 degrees, which will give us what? 100 degrees. That's how you get to find the difference. Let's go to the next question. So for the next question, they are saying we find the distance, and distance is the key thing. So look at this. They are saying we find the distance. So we're trying to find the distance or calculate the distance between A and what? And B. So we find the distance between A and B. A and B. You see the distance? We are looking for this distance from here to here. This is the distance we are looking for. So when it comes to distance, the first thing that you must be considering is to understand where is it falling? Where is the distance falling? It's falling on the latitude. This is the latitude, of course. So now, when the distance is falling on a latitude, we use this formula. Distance AB is equal to theta over 360 degrees times 2 pi capital R times cos y. So let me say that again. When the distance is happening along the latitude, this is the formula we use. But when the distance is along the longitude, you see these are longitudes, the formula looks like this. Distance, distance, whichever distance you have, distance, whatever you're finding, is equal to theta over 360 times 2 pi capital R. That's all. So distance along the latitude, there is cos y. But for the distance along the longitudes, there is no cos y. The same thing, but don't put cos y. That's how it is with the distance. Okay? So you are a great teacher. I love you. Thank you so much. Please also do questions that follow after earth geometry. Yeah, we'll do. Don't worry, we'll do. So just prepare more bundles. We'll do a couple of questions. So now we're finding the distance between A and B. So this is the latitude. We know that it's a latitude. And for the latitude, distance along the latitude, we use the first formula. We're going to say distance AB is equal to theta. Do you know theta? Theta here, it's the difference. So we're going to find the difference. Can you see where A is? It's right here. And B is here. What is the difference between these 2 points? You see, we follow, in finding the difference, we follow now the opposite. Can you see distance is happening along the latitude? Now to find the difference between A and B, we follow these longitudes which are cutting. Okay? So what longitude is this? It's a 20 degrees west. What about this other one? It's 40 degrees east. Are they the same? They are different. So if they are different, we add. So we're going to say 20 degrees plus 40 degrees over 360 degrees times 2 times the pi. This pi you are given in an exam question. They always give you. It's a 3.142 times the R, which is the radius. You are always given. The only thing that you need to calculate for here, it's the value of theta, which is this one. 2, it's there. Pi, you are given. R, you are also given in an exam question. So in this case, they gave us a 6370 times cos. You see this cos? So times cos. Sir, keep up the good work. You are changing lives. Thank you so much. So for cos y, where is the y coming from? It's the name of the latitude where distance is happening. Can you see? What is the name of this latitude? It's a 50 degrees. So meaning our y is a 50 degrees. And then you simplify. Here we're getting a 60 over 360 times 2 times 3.142 2 times 60, 370 times cos 50 degrees. So let me get my calculator. Are you guys following? Sir, network is poor. Are we guys following? Why are you not my office teacher? You are great. Why you are not my office teacher? You are great. I understand everything. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Because of you, I have understand this topic. Thank you so much. Yes, following. Yes. Thank you so much. If you guys are following, thank you so much. That's cool if you're following. So now let's do this. We're going to say 60 times 2 times 3.142 times 6370 there times cos 50. So just multiply everything. 60 times 2 times 3.142 times 6,370 times cos what? Cos 50. And when you do that, you are getting a 1543811.799 over 360. So when you divide by 360, the answer that you are getting, it's a 4,288.366109. Put the units, kilometers. If you want, you can leave your answer like that. Or if you want, you can round it off to 4,230 kilometers. This is in 3 significant figures. If you don't know how to round off, just copy what is on your calculator. Is it what everybody's getting? No, everything is okay. Your network have problem. Oh, thank you. The network is okay. Oh, thank you so much. So that's how it's supposed to be, guys. Okay. I think that's what everybody's getting. I can see somebody commenting. That's good if that's what you're getting. So I can see people are saying we go through a calculus exam question. Okay. I can see people are saying we go through calculus question. So I've stopped now. Can the topic write a word, the board, and ask what the word is? Please write something, sir. I don't understand your question. All right, I saw somebody saying we do calculus. So let me check if I have any question under calculus. So actually I have two questions under calculus. I have 2 questions under calculus. So we're even going to do trigonometry, where we need to use, I think, sine rule. Yeah, where we shall use sine rule. So under calculus, we'll start with the first one, where they're saying evaluate. These are important topics. They don't miss in an exam question. So where they say evaluate the integral from -1 to 2, we have 3x power 2 minus 2x plus a 1, then dx here. So that's calculus, of course. That's calculus. Okay, I can see what. So why not do a first term? I think that was the first term. No, we'll do. So you cancel the live chat to maximize your screen. Oh, sorry. I want to be seeing what people are commenting, because it's an interacting thing. Okay, if you forget to write your answer to 3 significant figures, would you still be marked wrong? No. That's why, if you remember, I said, if you don't know how to round off or write in your answer in 3 significant figures, just copy what is on your calculator and forget. That's all. Let's subscribe, please. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate for that. So this, they're saying evaluate. So to integrate this, the moment you see this sign, they're just asking you to write this as this. Let me just write it and then I'm going to explain. I want you to see something here. This is what they're asking you to do first. Okay? So what it is here, you're going to get the power which is here. Can you see this power 2? So this power 2, add a 1. So it will be 2 plus a 1. It will give us power 3. This power 3, write it down here as a denominator. The same here, there is a 1 here. With calculus integration, you always add a 1 to the power. So this 1, it will be 1 plus 1. It will give us a power 2. Now get this power 2, write it down here as a denominator. And where there is a constant is a number without a letter. You're going to apply the letter you are respecting. So this is 1x. You see, 1x. If there was 4 here, it's 4x. If there was 5, it's 5x. Now here you know that it's 1x. So this is what we do. We then simplify. This would be x power 3 minus x power 2 plus x. Like this. Are we all okay up to here? We haven't finished, but are we okay? Or is there a question? Is there a question? Are we okay? Which class are you guys studying? I'm just doing secondary. This is secondary, grade 12 exam question. Are we okay up to that step where I've reached there? Okay, I can see people are okay. We are okay. So now, when you reach this point, you are going to put the brackets like this. Okay, after simplifying, you now get the lower limit, this number which is here, write it down here. And the number which is on top, write it on top like that. Can you see what I've done there? So once you write them like that, you write in big letters. I can see. Oh, big letters. Okay, thank you. So once you write like this, you now get these two, the number which is on top, write it like this. Okay? Wherever there is x, you write this number. You see the way it is? So wherever there is x, I've substituted this number 2, 2, 2. And then I put them inside the brackets. I say minus. I now start putting a -1. So -1, wherever there is x, I'll explain just a bit. I'll explain just a minute. I'll explain. I'm running out of space. So I'll explain what I mean here or what I'm doing. So when you reach this point, you get this number, write it where there is x. You can see, so this is 2 power 3, I've written it. And then here 2 power 2, I've written it. And where there is x here, I'll put a 2. And then I say minus, I come to the lower number. So here, since it has got a negative, so I'll be putting it inside the brackets, okay? -1, power 3 here, here -1, power 2 here, and then lastly -1. We solve these. So when we solve, let me try here. So here, it will be 2 power 3. So 2 power 3 minus 2 power 2 plus a 2. This, of course, is giving us a 6. I guess that's what you're getting. For all these, we're getting a 6. And then we say minus. Okay, we say -1 power 3 minus -1 power 2 plus -1 there. We're getting a -3. This is giving us a -3. All these inside here, we're getting a -3. And lastly, when we simplify here, negative and negative will give us a positive. It will be 6 plus 3, which will give us a 9. So our answer here is simply a 9. I don't know if you guys understand or you're behind somewhere. You can ask if you're behind. Have you already done the eighth geometry? Yes, we're just from doing it. Could you please solve the question? Okay, I don't know what you mean. Are we all okay? Are we all getting that one? Do we all understand on this one before we go to the next question? Remember, they said calculus. So calculus, there are 2 questions under calculus. They'll ask you, you are fast, sir. Okay, I'm a bit behind. Where exactly? Be specific where you're behind. All right, so if you guys those people are saying you're behind, please repeat where. You must be specific when you ask. Which stage? You must be specific. Repeat. Which stage? Be specific. Okay, let me just explain. Maybe this will make you understand. So what you do, the first thing to evaluate this one, where there is a power 2 here, add a 1. Wherever you're able to see the powers, add a 1. So it will be 2 plus 1. It's a power 3. So it will be power 3. This 3 divided down here. Here there's a power 1. 1 plus 1. It's a 2. Divide that. Where there is a constant, get that number, write it with x. This is what we have. And then to simplify, you're going to divide this. You remain with x power 3. Even here, you remain with x power 2. This one will maintain just like that. And when you do that, you get the limits. These are the limits. The upper limit is a 2. The lower limit is a -1. So now what you do after that, don't think too much about the brackets I've put here. What you need to do is start with the upper limit, substitute it where x is. So here there will be 2 power 3. Then the same put it here, 2 power 2, and then a 2 here. You simplify these, you solve when there's a 2 here, 2, 2. You simplify, you're getting a 6. And then you say minus. Here, you see this minus? You come to the lower limit. The lower limit, also substitute it where x is. Put it where x is. And it's supposed to be inside the brackets. And this is how it is. And when you solve, you're going to get a -3. So -3 with this negative which is here, the one which is showing right over here, it will be negative times negative will give us a positive. And then 6 plus 3 will give us a 9. Just like that. I guess you now understand. Drop another question, sir, and solve it. On adding powers. What is it about adding powers? The rule of calculus is that you always add a 1. Why do we add a 1 to power? That's a rule, my brother. That's a rule. You just have to know that calculus, integrating, you always add a 1 to the powers. And then differentiating, I'll show you the other one maybe, if I get to have a chance. Differentiating or divide x, you subtract. That's the opposite of integration. Understood now. Thank you. So let's do the next question under calculus. And I have a feeling you guys who are writing exams, you may meet a question like this. I have a feeling. So check out the next question I'm about to do. Check out the next question. So the next question looks like this. Find the equation. Find the equation of the curve. Find the equation of the curve for which dy dx is equal to a 12 x power 3 minus 4x plus a 5 at 0, -2. At that point, 0, -2. So what is the equation? Okay? Or what will be the equation? What is the equation? Oh, Belly, you think calculus is difficult. It's not difficult. It is not difficult. Okay? It is not difficult. You just have to understand those small concepts. So another question is that one. So what is it that we're getting? What is it? So what you're going to do here is this. When they have given you dy x, they have given you the gradient. Okay? So they want you to find, like reversing. They found the derivative. This is the derivative. So they want you to go back to the original equation. You're going to write y is equal to the integral of 12x power 3 minus 4x plus a 5. And then you say dx. You see the way it looks? Just say y, write it here, and then you say the integral of what they have given you. Whenever they ask you to find an equation, they have given you this, dy dx. Just integrate this side, what we were doing. So when you integrate, of course, this will simply be equal to y is equal to, okay, so let me see, bit late, hope the video will be saved. Okay, yeah, it will be here. It will be saved. I don't know, I just graduated. Give me a break. Okay. So this will simply be y is equal to, here it will be 12. Remember what we are doing, adding a 1. So this will be 4 power 4 over 4 minus 4x power 2 over a 2. Where there is a number here, it's a 5, a constant, so we say 5x. This time around, we're going to say plus c. And the reason why I'm saying plus c is because I don't have the numbers here. You see the limits? The numbers we are putting on brackets in the previous question, we had a 2 and a -1. Here, a -1, here 2. But this time around, there's no number here and here. There's just this side. Meaning, here you put a plus c. So we say y is equal to this, and this will give us a 3x power 4. This into this, it will be -2x power 2 plus a 5x plus a c. Are we okay up to there? Are we okay up to there? Watching from Mongo. Is everybody okay up to where I've reached? Are we all okay? Are we okay up to there? Are we okay? Yes. So now here, from this stage, we are now going to get the point, the given point. We've got 0, -2. So the point is like this, 0, -2. We know that 0 is x-axis and -2 is y-axis. So we're going to solve for c. You can see this c. We shall solve for c. So how do we get to solve? Because we need to know the value of c. What is the value of c? We're going to get this y-axis, which is a -2. We write it here, where y is. And then we say equal to the 0. We write a 0 where x is, because it's x-axis. So here, when we put a 0 here, it will be 3 times 0. It will just give us a 0 plus -2 times 0, 0. Even here, 5 times 0, it will be a 0 plus a c. Meaning, the value of c is just a -2. You see, this value of c is a -2, which is here. Because all these will just give us a 0. So let me see if people have understood this part. Okay, you see, when you get this 0, we substitute where x is. They will all be zeros, will only remain with a c. And this other side will remain with a -2, which is the value of c. So, okay, so let me see. Come again on 0. No, the 0 we are given, guys. The 0 we are given. Repeat from y. What do you mean from y? Mr. Shilesh, I don't understand your question. Here, this is the y. When they have given you dy dx, just write y and then integrate this other side. And this is what we are doing. We've integrated. If you watch the previous video, the previous question, we said when integrating, you always add a 1 to the power and divide. Add a 1 to the power, divide. When it's a constant, you put x. Since we don't have limits, there is no number here and here. You're going to say plus c. So once we say plus c, our job now is to solve for the value of c, or finding the value of c. And to find this value of c would depend on the point given. You see this point given? We know that there is a 0, -2. You see, at 0, -2. So the x-axis is a 0, the y-axis is a -2. So we go back to this part where I've reached. So whenever we see the value of y, or whenever we see the letter y, we're going to put the value of y here, which is what? A -2. So I've written -2. And whenever I see a x, I'm going to put a 0. So this will just be 3. When there's a 0 here, it means 3 times 0. It will give us a 0. 2 times 0 power 2. It will give us a 0. 5 times 0. It's a 0. Plus c. So meaning all these will just give us zeros. Will remain with a c. Meaning the value of c will be a negative 2. Okay. Where is the 4 coming from? Guys. Some questions, guys, they are too much. It's from the question. The question has got a 4. See this 4? There's a question in the 4. I mean, there's a 4 in the question. It's not coming from anywhere. It's a question. So we have now found the value of c. Therefore, we can say y is equal to 3x power 4 minus 2x power 2 plus a 5x. And then we say minus a 2. We know that the value of c, we just found it to be a negative 2. So we say minus 2. And this is what this is an equation of the equation we're looking for of the curve. This is the equation of the curve. That's it. So I saw somebody asking me to do a frustum. So let's do a frustum. When we do a frustum, I think that would be the last one. Oh, we go, okay. After frustum, first let's do trigonometry. We do trigonometry and then we go to frustum. This network is jealous. Oh, too bad, too bad. I can see people are complaining about the network. Too bad where So let's go with trig. After trig, we do frustum. Because you guys, I understood very well. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, these topics we are doing, these are the topics that can help you. Mostly those people are doing their exams or preparing for their GC exams. These topics, they will never miss in your exam. So just get the idea out of this and tell the people who are not watching right now to start watching, because these topics will definitely help them get something in an exam. Okay. So I want to help you as much as I can. It's just that this thing of load shedding is killing us. So the time you prepare that I'm going to, like yesterday, I promised that I'll be live at 20. Suddenly power went. Okay. All right, so let's go to trigonometry. So this is how the question looks. You're given a non-right angle triangle. Here there was a 105 degrees. And there is point P here, point Q, point R. They have given us 70 meters. They have given us 41.6 meters. So for the first question, they are saying calculate angle. Calculate angle QPR. QPR. So QPR. We are looking for this angle. Can you see the angle which is here? We're looking for this angle. So when you check nicely, you must be thinking outside the box, guys. We must be thinking outside the box. When you look at the question or the diagram, which rule can you use? So whenever you're dealing with trig, there are only two rules. Either sine rule, or cosine rule, provided the triangle you're dealing with is a non-right angle triangle. You can either go with sine rule or cosine rule. Okay, that's it. So please do also the questions below trigonometry, these two my equations. Yeah, definitely. I'll try to check if there's one, which I can do. Yeah, thank you. So now I can see people are saying sine rule. This requires us to use a sine rule. What a sine rule says, let me show you this. Let me show you something. When I've got a side here, let's say this is 2 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. I'm just giving you an example. I've got an angle here. Let's say this is 45 or 46 degrees. You see? And if they ask me to find an angle here, can you see this angle? If I want to find an angle, let's say this is A, B, C. I want to find an angle at C. The first thing that I'm going to do will be to label the sides. So this will be small letter C, small letter B, small letter A. So how we label, when we check the capital letter, the side that is opposite to the capital letter, it's a small letter. You see, this is a small letter. And then this capital letter, the side here, it will be small letter C. This is capital letter, the side will be small letter B. And the capital letters, they represent angles. Small letters represent sides. So here, for me to find this angle, I'm going to use sine rule. So I'll just see the letters which are involved. There is C, it's involved. There is B is involved. A is not involved. You see the way it is? A is not involved. And how do I get to know that this side is involved or this letter is involved? I've got an angle, an opposite. I've got what? The side. Okay? That's it. So that's it. And here I've got this side, and this is what I'm looking for. It's involved. But for A, nothing is involved. I'm not going to involve it. So I'll just say small letter B over sine capital letter B is equal to small letter C over sine capital letter C. So these are the, in short, we use the ratios. On top, there are small letters, and down there, capital letters with sign. Just like that. Okay? So when solving, I'm just going to get this value, I put it here, this value, I put it here, the angle here, since it's at B, I put it here, and then cross multiply, I work out. Okay, let's go to the question. Let's go to the question and see what we can do on the question. We use sine when, yes. Yeah. So those are the reasons. So we use sines when you're given two sides and one angle, and that angle must not be included. So let me not talk more about this. Let me answer the question. Okay. Michael, you're making noise. You can go. Quickly, go sit there. So here, we shall say, for us to find this, we are going first to find the angle here. Can you see this angle at R? So I'm going to say this is small letter R, this is small letter Q, and this is small letter P. P at the moment is not involved because we have got no value here and we have got no side. So it's not involved. We're just going to get small letter R over sine capital letter R is equal to small letter Q over sine capital letter Q. You see the way it is? I know the question wants us to find this angle. But we shall first find this angle and then use property of a triangle to find the angle there. So what is our small letter R? It's a 41.6 over sine capital letter R is what we are looking for. Sine capital letter R, which is equal to small letter Q. It's a 70 over sine capital letter Q. It's an angle there, 105. We cross multiply. We are getting a 41.6 times sine 105, which is equal to 70 times sine capital letter R. We divide by 70 both sides so that we remain with the sine R. So sine capital letter R, you see sine, this one, capital letter R is equal to, so let me punch on my calculator and see what I'm getting. Let me punch on my calculator. So I'm going to get 41.6 times sine 105. Okay, divide by 70. So I'm getting a 0.574035,919. So this R, the angle here at R will be equal to, you see what it is? Look at this. I want you to see something. There is sine R here. So now for me to get rid of this sine R, I'm going to write the R which is here, and then I'll write the opposite of sine r, which is the sine inverse. You see, sine inverse, sine power negative 1 of what is here, 0.5740359 5919, like that. So let me do this. Before I erase the board here, are we all okay from here up to here? Where are you behind so that I explain for you? Are we okay up to where we've ended there? Somebody to confirm if it's okay. Are we okay? I can see people are commenting the answer already. I can see people commenting the answer already. We are okay. Yeah, thank you so much if you are okay. So now we punch on our calculator sine inverse of this. So in case you don't know how to use the calculator, just go to where it's written second function or where it's written shift. And then you press where there is a sign there. It will bring the sine power negative 1. And then you copy what is here. You're going to find that the angle which is here, it's a 35 degrees. So 35 degrees, that's a 35.03214498, but just write 35. So the angle here is a 35 degrees. But in the question, we are looking for this angle. Since we found now the angle which is here, we can use property of a triangle. We can use property of a triangle. And this property of a triangle will work like this. We're going to say 180 degrees minus the sum of these two angles. 105 plus 35 degrees. When we add these two angles, we subtract their sum from 108. So 35 plus 105 is giving me a 140. So 180 minus 140 degrees. This, of course, is giving us a 40 degrees. Our answer is a 40 degrees. 40 degrees. If I'm not mistaken. No, don't say minus. You say plus. Yeah, you can say minus. If you want, you can say 180 minus 105 minus 35. Yes, it will give you a 40. So we're getting a 40 degrees as our answer. Are we okay? Are we all okay at that point or at this point? Is everybody okay? Before we answer the next question, is everybody okay? Thank you very much. Yes, all okay. Thank you so much for confirming that. Sir, kindly repeat. Come on, Faith. I don't know which point. Where should I repeat? Maybe you've just joined now. All right, so let me go to the area. So for the area, whether you're using sine rule or cosine rule, the area, you just need to use the same formula. So question 2, they're saying we find area of the triangle P Q R. Area of a triangle P Q R. Okay? So what we can do here, if you don't want to waste your time, you see the angle which they have mentioned. They have mentioned Q. So meaning the angle to use is Q. When finding area, the angle to use is Q. But look at this. This angle to be used, we are supposed to have this side, but we don't have side P. Do you have side P? There is no side P here. So we can't use this angle. So the easiest way we can do, go to angle P, because angle P is included, it has got both sides. So when finding area, pick an angle which has got both sides. Can you see? We've got this side and also this side. I'll go with angle P. So I'll say area is equal to 1/2, okay? Get the opposite. Okay, look at this. I want to use this angle here. So I'm going to get the sides which are forming this angle. What side is this? It's small letter r. What about the side which is here? It's small letter q. So r times q, and then I say sine capital P. You see the way it is? I'm just going to say area is equal to 1 over 2, and then get these two sides which are forming the angle. This is side R and side Q. You multiply them, and then you say sine this P, the angle P. You can see this capital letter P. This is a formula. You can form your own formula. This is a formula. Just remember 1 over 2, get two sides, and then you come and say sine the P. These sides must be the sides which are forming this angle. This and this. So we shall say 1 over 2 times, what is our R? It's a 1.6 times, what is our Q? 70 times sine. What is our angle here? We just found it to be equal to 40 degrees. So sine 40 degrees. Just like that. So you can now get your calculator. Get your calculator. You punch 1 times 41.6 times 70 times sine 40. You are getting 1871.797519 over a 2. So when you divide by 2, you are getting a 936 kilometers squared. Is it meters? Meters. Because here they are saying meters. So it's meters squared. In 3 significant figures. If you want, you can copy everything if you don't know how to round off. But this is what you are getting. Could you just confirm with me if this is the actual answer that you are getting? Is it what you are getting? Is it what you are getting? Where is 35 coming from? I think you are late. So you can watch the video. You can watch the video. You see where it's coming from. You can watch the video. Yeah. Yes, that's what I got. Oh, thank you so much if that's what you are getting. So this is how you get to find the area. And lastly, shortest distance. So they are saying, calculate the shortest distance from Q to P, R. So for the shortest distance, let me show you something for the shortest distance. For the shortest distance, you need to use the idea of finding area of a right angle triangle like this. You see this formula? Area is equal to 1 over 2 BH. So where there is A here, it's the area. What was the area? What area? I've forgotten. What did we find for the area? Somebody to comment. What did we find? What was the answer for area? The previous question. Somebody to comment. What was the area? What was the answer for the previous? Okay, 939. So where there is A here, right? 9, your area, the area that you found. Then you say 1 over 2 for B, right? Since they said shortest distance from Q all the way to PR. So now where they're saying 2, the length is that will be your B. So say times 70 and then times H. Solve for H. You're going to cross multiply, of course, or if you want, you can divide or cross multiply. It's okay. 2 times 936. You are getting 2 times 936. We are getting a 1872, which is equal to 70H over 70 over 70. So the 70 and 70 will go. Our H, this is our shortest distance. When you divide by 70, we are of course getting a 26. So this is 26.7 meters. This is how you get to find the shortest distance. It's how you get to find the shortest distance. I think, guys, I'm getting tired. This is where I think I have to end. Which question was I supposed to do for the first time? I'll come and do it later. I think I've gotten tired. Or I'll make a video for the first time, and then you watch it on my YouTube channel. Did I write? What did I write? Let me see. 1,872 divided by 70. What am I getting? Yeah, that's it. So you guys, I think I'm getting tired. Hopefully you've learned one or two things. These are key important topics. Repeat on the shortest distance. All right, so on the shortest distance, okay, let me show you something that will work out for you. If you don't want to mess up the calculations, somebody's saying repeat. This is what you can do. Master this formula. Can you remember this formula? Can you remember this? If you can remember this, then it's okay. 2a over b is equal to h. You solve for h. You're just going to write a 2, and then on a, write the formula. I mean the area that you found in the previous question. For b, write the distance from here to here, where they are saying from Q to P R. So that's your B. It's 70. So now get your calculator if you don't mind. Just say 2 times 936 divided by 70. You are getting, of course, the 26.7. 26.7 is your shortest distance. Even put the units, meters. Just like that. That's how you find the shortest distance. If you want, you can go by this. If you want, you can go by this. It's okay. Okay, where is 70 coming from? I think I've explained on that one. Trigonometry equation, please. All right, guys. How many topics are remaining? So the most important topics, if you get to do what I've done with you now, just add on first term, because first term is always there, and it will have about 6 months. And after you do a first term, I know people get scared of vectors, but vectors still you meet them. And then after that, try to work on standard deviation, statistics. After statistics, linear programming, and cubic function. You are good to go. Your paper 2 will be okay. Thank you so much. We end here. But if you really need more help, and please guys, I'm giving you a chance. Remember, after every live broadcast, we give you opportunity to join our online classes. So if you want to join our online classes, these are the numbers you can get in touch with us and consider yourself passing the exam. So we have got different subjects that we are offering. We've got different subjects that we are offering in mathematics, civic education, RE, commerce, okay, and also grade 9 subjects, 0974. Let me finish the numbers. My brain is thinking something else. 0974 63 20 97. So these are the numbers you can get in touch with us on. We'll add you to our online classes. But there is a fee. If you want to join our online classes, we do 200 kwacha per subject monthly. But since you are watching, the people are watching now, I'm giving you an opportunity. Let me give you a promotion because I saw somebody talking about the promotion. I'm giving you an opportunity to only pay a 100 kwacha per subject. 100 kwacha per subject. So this offer is ending at 18 today. You can deposit your money in any of the account, the numbers, this or this, but just remember to share the screenshot of your payment so that you get added to the online classes. So this offer is ending at 18 hours. Instead of paying a 200 kwacha, just pay 100 kwacha. You'll be added to the online classes and you start learning with everybody. So please remember that once you join our online classes, your exam will be easier. I'm telling you, your exam will be easier. Okay. So that's it. Thank you and bye-bye.